Life is full of problems. No matter who you are, where you come from, or what stage of life you are in, challenges will find you. Problems are not a sign that life is unfair to you specifically. They are a universal experience shared by every human being who has ever lived. From small daily struggles to life-changing hardships, problems are woven into the fabric of existence. The difference between those who break down and those who rise higher is not the absence of problems, but the way they respond to them. Nelson Mandela once reminded the world of a powerful truth: problems are a part of life, but problems are not permanent. This simple statement carries extraordinary wisdom. Many people suffer not because of the problem itself, but because they believe the problem will last forever. When pain feels endless, hope fades. When hope fades, people give up. Mandela's message cuts through that darkness and reminds us that no situation, no matter how painful, has the power to last forever. To truly understand the depth of this message, we must look at Mandela's life. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison. That is not a metaphor. That is nearly 3 decades of confinement, separation from family, loss of freedom, and daily humiliation. He was locked away during the prime years of his life. Many people struggle to remain patient for 27 days or 27 months. Mandela endured 27 years. During those years, he faced pain, injustice, and isolation. He was imprisoned not because he committed a crime, but because he stood up against a system of oppression. He was denied basic human dignity. He was separated from his loved ones. He lived with uncertainty, not knowing if he would ever walk free again. For most people, such conditions would crush the spirit. Yet Mandela never allowed his problems to define his future. This is where his greatness truly shines. He understood that while circumstances can control your environment, they do not have to control your identity. He refused to let bitterness poison his heart. He refused to let anger turn him into the very thing he was fighting against. Instead of allowing prison to make him smaller, he allowed it to make him stronger, wiser, and more patient. Mandela understood something most people forget: every problem carries a lesson. Problems are not random punishments, they are teachers in disguise. Each hardship forces us to confront our fears, test our values, and strengthen our inner character. When life is comfortable, growth is slow. When life becomes difficult, growth accelerates. Problems shape resilience, discipline, and emotional strength. Every hardship builds strength. This strength is not always visible on the outside. Sometimes it shows up as quiet endurance. Sometimes it appears as patience when you want to quit. Sometimes it is the ability to wake up one more day and keep going even when motivation is gone. Strength is not always loud or dramatic. Often, it is silent persistence. And every dark night eventually leads to morning. This is one of the most important truths to remember during difficult times. Night feels endless when you are in it. Darkness convinces you that light will never return. But history, nature, and human experience all confirm the same reality: morning always comes. The sun has never failed to rise. In the same way, no emotional night lasts forever. If you are struggling today, remember this: your situation is temporary. The problem you are facing now is not your final destination. Life moves in seasons. Pain has a season. Loss has a season. Confusion has a season. Even failure has a season. None of them are permanent states unless you stop moving forward. Your pain is temporary. Pain has a powerful way of convincing us that it defines who we are. But pain is an experience, not an identity. You are not your failure. You are not your past mistakes. You are not your current struggle. Pain may shape you, but it does not own you. But your courage can last forever. Courage is the decision to keep going even when fear is present. It is the willingness to take one more step when the road is unclear. Courage does not mean you are not afraid, it means you move forward despite fear. This kind of courage builds a legacy that outlives pain. Stand up. This does not always mean physically standing. Sometimes it means standing emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. It means refusing to surrender your dignity. It means refusing to see yourself as a victim of circumstances. Standing up begins inside the mind long before it shows in action. Stay patient. Patience is not weakness, it is strength under control. Mandela's life is proof that patience can change history. He waited decades, not because he was powerless, but because he understood timing. Patience allows wisdom to grow. It prevents anger from destroying purpose. It turns waiting into preparation. Keep moving forward, because this moment will pass. Progress does not require giant leaps. Sometimes it only requires small, consistent steps. Even slow movement is better than standing still. Forward motion, no matter how small, keeps hope alive. The key is to not stop. Mandela's story teaches us that greatness is not born from comfort. It is forged in difficulty. He emerged from prison not as a broken man, but as a leader capable of forgiveness, unity, and vision. He did not allow his past suffering to create future hatred. Instead, he transformed pain into purpose. This message is not only about Mandela. It is about you. Your problems may be different, but the principle is the same. You may be facing financial stress, health issues, rejection, failure, loneliness, or self-doubt. These problems are real, and they are valid. But they are not permanent. Life will test you. It will push you to limits you did not know you had. But within you is a strength that rises when it is needed most. You are stronger than you think, more capable than you realize, and more resilient than you believe. Remember, history does not remember those who had an easy life. It remembers those who endured, who stood firm, who refused to give up when giving up seemed logical. Mandela's life stands as a living reminder that even the longest night cannot defeat a determined spirit. This is Best Motivation Arc, a place where strength is rebuilt, hope is restored, and courage is reignited. Stay strong. Stay inspired. And never give up.